right, here we go. Well, I want to welcome everybody to today's live stream, and I am Simeon Ambergy from PraiseTracks.com, and I'm just very excited to be able to come to you today and share some new instruments with you. And this one is coming from Steinberg. Okay, so Steinberg has partnered with Acoustic Samples, and Acoustic Samples has been around for quite some time, and they are just a fabulous sample library creator. They've created so many different libraries, piano libraries, guitar libraries. They have a fantastic tone wheel organ library. But today we're going to talk about the TGuitar, and the TGuitar is just really incredible, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of that. So you can just see that it's a Taylor. It's actually based off of a Taylor 410 CE guitar, and just a beautiful acoustic guitar. It's a very deeply sampled. It looks like it's over 3.5 gigabytes of equivalent of sound content. And it's just really fantastic. And it runs in HALion Sonic. And if you do not own HALion or HALion Sonic, you can use the free HALion Sonic SE player. I'm really excited to see Steinberg branch out with some other developers to create more libraries for HALion Sonic because it just opens up the gates for creativity and new options. And so let's just jump right in, taking a look at TGuitar. Here. I'm running it in the standalone HALion Sonic player, and so let's take a look here. And again, thank you guys for joining, and if it's your first time here, consider subscribing, and we've got some links in the description as well, how you can support the channel. And as you can see, I'm looking at the TGuitar browser, and again, this is using HALion Sonic 3 standalone. And let's just kind of go over some of the controls here. So you've got 3 different modes. You have the solo mode, chords mode, right here, and then the patterns mode. And you'll notice that the key switches will change as we go into the different modes. But let's just take a look just right out of the box with the solo. The solo guitar here. I have just really been enjoying using this guitar. It's just, to me, it's one of the most playable. It's one of the most playable guitar libraries that I've experienced. And you heard the slides, because I've got you can have the legato set for slides, hammer-ons. You can have it completely off. But let's just leave it on for just a little bit. It just adds that realism. So when you play legato, that's what triggers the slide. Yeah, this is just beautiful. I just love it, because it's like, for keyboard players especially, it's hard for us to get our head wrapped around the voicings, how to voice and on the fret positions and that kind of thing. It's totally different. But what this does, the algorithm, it will voice across the strings. So let's look at this. We've got a manual string selection and an auto string selection. So let's flip it to auto and just see what happens when we play a... that beautiful? And so I've got it set to you've got two different styles. You've got a finger pick style, and then let's flip it down to the pick style, and let's hear the difference. Cool. And that's just the solo mode. You're picking, and and then finger. Just gives a different attack, different tone when you're playing that. Okay, so let's check out the hammer-on legato. Yeah, you hear the difference. And you've got all of these cool noises, and we go into the preferences, and you can see where we can set those up. The release volumes, the fret noise volume. Let's go ahead and just turn that up some, and you can. It just adds that little bit of realism. Okay, the pre-notes velocity, pre-notes volume. Yeah, because, yeah. Yeah, you really hear the frets going. And then the releases are turned all the way up. It's just those little sounds, the release sounds, the playing sounds that just make it real, make it sound real. The dynamics, this adjusts the, so if you play the velocity, so all the way off, it doesn't matter how hard you play, it's going to do the same thing. So let's turn the velocity up to 10, and you've got all of those nice dynamics. And that's so you can just dig into the keyboard, and you've got a velocity curve setting, and that adjusts to your particular keyboard. I mean, mine tends to be kind of heavy, and so I can just adjust that so I can just get more. Yeah, so if you go over to the right, it just makes. Yeah, it just helps you to get that response that you're looking for. Okay, so we've got a built-in reverb here. And you've got adjustments for the amount of reverb and then the size of the reverb. So let's just pop that up, and so you can hear. Yeah, it's like a nice tight. Yeah, and then the size, we can make it bigger. Yeah, you can really make it like a. That's a little extreme. So we can just make that what we want. And then you have a little EQ here where you can kind of fine tune that a little bit, a bass, mid, and treble. Yeah, you never know. You never know. I mean, it's just like, okay, so when I'm hearing that in that room, it's just gorgeous. I've been doing so many piano reviews lately, and this is just, excuse me, it's just really a thrill to be able to hear stuff like this coming back at you, and you know, and I mean, you can. Yeah, I mean, let's move on. Oh my gosh, you can just stay here there for a while. What I love is with this is that you have three different mic. You have two mic positions and you have a direct input, and you can see where the direct input is turned off. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this off, and we're going to turn the reverbs off as well. And let's just listen to just the dry sounds. You know, just listen to the dry sounds. Just go through each of these mic positions so you can hear. Yeah, this is just. And see what the good thing about having that DI sound, because it helps it to kind of cut through sometimes. It just gives you so many different opportunities to mix. So now this is the close mic. Yeah, that's very nice. And let's listen to the overhead. That's a plane going overhead. So I'll mute the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we did here. I'm going to, yeah, there we go. Now this is just the overhead mic. Okay, I see what's going on. Now let's blend the three together, because that's where you get some really interesting sounds. We're just going to turn each, we're going to just kind of blend these. Everything just kind of brings, yeah, so we'll start with the DI. And then we'll move to the overhead. The overhead just kind of gives more room. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, so let's go to the chord section. So we're going to click on the preferences, and we're going to let that go away. And now let's move to the chord section. Now the chord section is really cool because it allows you to, you know, play the chords. And so we're going to play, let's just play like an F major chord. And so we're going to play an F major, and then up at the top here, you've got the key switches here, and you let it go. So this is the downstroke and upstroke, and then the stop, you know, with the down and up as well. So. Yeah, that's cool. Now, what's really interesting is when we're holding the chord down, you see the keys that are sort of brownish color that's next to the strums. We can literally address each individual string. So you can kind of do arpeggios. Now, one cool thing is that you have some settings for the chord types, and by default, it defaults to the 5 chord. And so when I hit the F, I can select from all of these different chords here. So let's just click. So when okay, so like the root, if this root is F, it's gonna play this this major 9 chord. Major 9 comes in. Yeah, so that gives you some really cool flexibility. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back on. Yeah, okay, so you've got, yeah, you got some 13s, 11s. That's what's another great thing that Acoustic Samples has done. They've really made a lot of advances in the chord recognition and the chord functionality that you can do. So here's a 6/9 chord, and we'll just stay with this F. Yeah. Again, you can arpeggiate these. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. I like that. So let's just take that back to the 5 chord. Okay, now one thing that I discovered that I really like, I like this left hand strum. So what happens is when you hit a chord with your left hand, it's going to strum the chord. So I'm just going to play a single note here. So single note or chords. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, this is just really amazing. Really amazing that you can, play this on just right on the keyboard. And then you've got control. Most, what I've found with most of these libraries is that, you have all of these pre-recorded patterns and that kind of thing, and it kind of locks you in to certain things. But I'm just like right here, and just really, let me see. Let's see. Let's hide this here so you can see a little bit better. So I'm just like. Just kind of, I can play along. I can play how I feel. I can play what I feel. I can play along, and I'm not constrained. And that's what I love. It's just a freedom to really. And then you can also, hold the chords down, and still have the strumming and the arpeggios here. And then these. You've got the mutes, the string, you know, you can dampen those strings. Yeah, see? Yeah, I mean, I'm just, the more I play with this, the more I'm just so fascinated by what you can do with this. So let's just look at some more. And then again, you have, you know, the option for, okay, so we were having the pick setting. So this let's listen to the finger. Yeah, so now we're it's a finger, it's like a finger pick type of thing. I'm just having too much fun with this. Yeah, see, I mean, you can fit that into any genre. You know, I was doing some classical and you get it, you know. And then the dynamics, I mean, listen, I mean, you know, you can just, yeah. And then you have adjustments for the, you know, where the strum is taking place. Just dancing with the starry skies. And then, you know, the amount of string noises and different things. Yeah, number of strings strummed with velocity. Yeah, see, you can adjust all string. Okay, so. So you have control, man. You just have so much control over this position of the hand above the string. So this is like how, you know, it just gives you control over so much, yeah. Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's really great. Okay, so now let's just go to the patterns, and the patterns are really useful. And you can see that we have, you hold the chord. Okay, let's see. Let's take the left hand strum off here. So we can hold the chord. And then with the right hand, you use these key switches that correspond with the keyboard graphic here. So each of key will trigger a different pattern. So here we go. So that's. And then as you voice the chord, it's going to, yeah. And velocity affects how hard or how soft. Just dynamically, it's great. And then you have adjustment of the strum speed. Let's just flip it. Yeah, so that's slowing it down. And then we can shorten it to like, yeah, so, yeah. And then one thing too is it is going to, it's going to tie into the, man, thank you for that. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Man, that's just great. So, oh yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, so let's just look at some more of these. Wow, thank you again. And I hope you guys are doing good. You know, I just hope you're doing well. I mean, that's just, with all of this stuff going on, I mean, it's just, yeah, so you've got different patterns for each key. And now you can click on this, and then you have different blues patterns. You've got all of these different patterns. You've got blues, folk. And, you know, the other thing is it's just experimenting and going through these and finding out. So the folk patterns, let's just see what that sounds like. And let's go into the key of D. And here we go. Yeah. To everything, turn cool. Yeah. Man. Okay. And pop. You've got a lot of pop patterns. Yeah. So different picking styles, different picking patterns. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. And man, okay, now this is really kind of interesting. So you can assign the quick controls to control different aspects of the instrument, and which is so cool. And the pattern velocity, pattern selection, and the chords. It's just, I mean, I really enjoy using this. And let's go back to the solo, because this is where just some of the really beautiful sounds come in, and we're going to use the finger style. Let's put some more reverb back on there. Yeah, just make it nice. You can do the hammer on. Look at that fretboard and you see all of those different positions, because it is intelligently listening and to what you're playing, and it's revoicing it as a guitarist would voice it, not a keyboardist. So it takes my keyboard playing, and I can take these nice fat chords Yeah, isn't that cool? I mean, it does. It sounds like a... Oh, man. Wow. It's just amazing. I'm amazed. So, go ahead and subscribe if it's your first time here. And I tell you a funny story. I mean, it's like... when I was in high school growing up, I would be the guy at the mall. They used to have music stores in the mall that would sell pianos and organs and that type of thing. And I was, in high school, and I would be at the mall demonstrating these organs that you use one finger and play, and and it was just like, I'm playing these sounds, and it's just like, man, that just sounds like a guitar. It sounded really practically nothing like a guitar. But this sounds like a guitar. This sounds like a guitar. I mean, it is a guitar. It just captures the life of this beautiful instrument, and it's available today. Today is the first day of spring, and it's the first day of this release of this beautiful instrument. So go to the link in the description, and we're just gonna enjoy these beautiful instruments. And one of the cool things that that Steinberg has done. I was able to do two demo songs using the guitar, and it's on their SoundCloud page. And so I'll also put that in the description as well, so you guys can go out and take a listen to that. So I'm just trying to make sure that we're not dropping. Yeah, just very beautiful, very beautiful. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I tell you, let's just go out with some more music, and thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much. And so all the links are going to be in the description below. Thanks for all the support. Thanks just for everything. I just really appreciate it. I just love coming out on here when I can, just to present these wonderful instruments to you. So until next time, you know, we'll see you soon, and just take care, you know. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face rise upon you, and may he be gracious unto you and give you peace. Give you peace. So grateful for the opportunity to come and do these with you, and just subscribe and just keep a watch out, because you never know when we're going to be back with you. So I just wish all you all the best, and we'll see you real soon.